Hey, good morning, guys. It's Saturday. We're going to be heading up to the Christmas car show at Don Gartlett's over in Ocala, Florida. And they have a Christmas car show every year. Don Gartlett's, if some of you don't know who he is, shame on you if you're watching my channel and you don't know who he is. But he was and is a hot rodder, drag racer, I mean, a legend in racing and everything. And so that's his shop. He lives down here. He's got a great museum there. We've been to his museum last year, and every year or so he has a big car show. A lot of people show up, so that's where we're headed. But today, right now, I just kind of want to bring something up. It's December, I think it's December 2nd. Could be December 3rd, but it's Saturday. And I don't know about where you live now. I'm from Doylestown, PA, and Doylestown always decorated. I don't know if they do now. I'm pretty sure they still do for the holidays. And it doesn't matter for what religion you are, but it's a Christian religion. So you got Christmas. The Jewish people back up there when I grew up, they have Hanukkah and everything. So people decorated the streets. The city would decorate. You would have all kinds of signs up. Houses are done. In fact, today is National Christmas Light Day. Today is National Christmas Light Day, because today's the day you're supposed to have your lights up and everything else. And like, this is Florida, and yeah. So, oh, that was perfect timing, Mr. Crow. Appreciate it. Yeah. So you can't tell whether it's August or Christmas. But one of the things that really annoys me is on TV, like what happened, and kind of looked around and been watching, and I kind of been taking notice. They don't advertise toys anymore. There's no real Hot Wheels commercials. I don't see Hot Wheel commercials. Saw Barbie commercials for a bit there when the Barbie movie was coming out. You don't see anything, any kind of toy, and I'm talking like you might see one Call of Duty commercial. Maybe that's just down here in Florida, but they don't advertise toys. There's no board games. There's none of the, hey, for Christmas, get this, Nerf footballs, any kind of remote control cars or boats or frisbees or board games or anything, any dolls for kids, for girls. Yeah, I'm old school, so dolls usually went to girls. No My Little Ponies or any of that kind of stuff. We also don't have any commercials for cereal. I mean, there is no cereal commercials down here on TV. And I don't know, you used to always have the Fruit Loops commercials and, Frosted Flakes and all this kind of stuff. And I don't know what's happened in the last couple years, but it just seems to me that, like our hobby is fun. Cars are fun. And they should be fun. And going to car shows and cruising and all this stuff. And it just doesn't, like, our whole country has lost its sense of humor, its sense of having fun. Unless they're sitting inside on a couch playing a video game, that's it. And we wonder why, like, the kids are bored. We wonder why adults are bored. We wonder why there's crime. Why is there so much stuff going on? Is because there is nothing for anybody to do that's fun. God forbid you laugh. God forbid you have, something that could, you shoot a Nerf, one of those Nerf gun things, and you hit your brother, or you throw a, football somewhere, or you pretend, your daughter likes Barbie dolls, or you buy a remote control car for your grandson because you're doing all this weird stuff that the world says you're picking it because of their gender. Yep. Yeah, that's really what we've only been doing for most of the time that Cro-Magnon man stood up until now, is you have things that interest boys, things that interest girls. And I'm just amazed at, it's almost like the companies that make this stuff are too afraid to even make a commercial Because if they make a commercial showing two little boys racing Hot Wheel cars on a Hot Wheels track, or Lionel trains up and a dad with their son playing on the trains, that somehow that's sexist because they don't have their daughter there doing it or whatever. And they can't put up Barbie dolls without making sure that, you know, the grandson is sitting there playing and dressing up like a Barbie doll or using lipstick or whatever it is. You know, like the whole world is so weird and upside down and everything that these companies, I think, are afraid. I mean, you know, I heard somewhere that somebody was saying that the reason we don't see any commercials for breakfast cereals is because the Breakfast Cereal Association or whatever, Kellogg's or somebody, got sued by a bunch of moms saying they were promoting sugar. Well, what do you think promoting Reese's candy bars is? Like, how many, I'll tell you what, I would love to see the people that complain about commercials about cereal. I would love to see how many there actually are. Like, how many people there are. Because one of the things that I was reading about recently, and I actually got approached by somebody who said, we can get you 150,000 subscribers for your channel. It would cost you like $300 or something. And I said, dude, I don't pay for subscribers. I don't even know if it's legal, but to me, I'm not paying for somebody to sit in a room and just make up a bunch of fake names and all that kind of crap. And it happens, and people do it. And I think the same thing happens with companies. If you put out a cereal, if you're Kellogg's and some mother has a child who becomes diabetic, and I'm diabetic, full disclosure, I wasn't diabetic as a kid, been diabetic as an older person, but they try to blame somebody because parents try to blame somebody whenever something bad happens. And next thing you know, they're saying that cereal must be the cause of it. And because cereal, sorry about the dog, but cereal must be the cause of it, and because cereal is the cause of it, then no one should ever eat cereal because my child has diabetes or whatever. And so there was a group of Mothers Against Sugar or something that started like complaining en masse, but I can't think that the number would be that big. It's just that the internet makes people appear that the number's that big. I mean, I could sit in here all day today if I wanted to and create 1,000 YouTube or 1,000 different Gmail accounts and then send them to some company to say, I don't like, you know, green cars anymore, and that's what it is. So sorry about the dog. Just came out. It's the neighbor's dog. Anyway, I think people are afraid, and I think it's afraid, but it's artificial that they should be afraid. And I just would like to see Christmas spirit out, like, on people's yards, because now you put them on your yard, people steal your stuff. Why do kids steal their stuff? Because they don't have stuff, or because they're bored. I would say it's probably more boredom than they want the stuff, because usually they find the stuff all shredded up the street. And I just wish our country had a bigger sense of humor and thought that enjoying something fun is okay. Sorry, I got the hiccups. Because I think that's what's wrong with our sport, is people decided that all the people that support the green stuff, whatever that may be, decided cars are bad. Because cars are bad, you can't enjoy cars. And they have pretty much pressured everything about cars, like, and saying that anything with a motor, anything that uses fuel, because, you know, they're going over everything else too. They're going after gas stoves. They're going after anything that uses any kind of petroleum product. And I already went over this before, where petroleum products are in everything you pretty much do have and you own. And the world's going to be even more petroleum products because all the green stuff needs petroleum. If you think a car is not carbon neutral, tell you what, those giant fans, or the giant wind-propelled wind blades on those windmills, the size of train locomotives or 2 or 3 train locomotives, that's plastic. That's fiberglass. That's not at all green. Neither is the casings, neither are the gearings, all that stuff. That's not green. In fact, those blades have to be sent to a very specific landfill because of how toxic they are. So I just wish that we would show a little bit more spirit. If you're not Christian, that's fine. But I mean, does your kids play with toys? I'm pretty sure they used to. Maybe they don't now, but they used to. So I'm just, yep, I'm an old guy. I'm an old fart. I'm not a boomer, but I'm pretty close. And I just wish that we would do something that would resemble holidays, because it's getting pretty sad when schools don't let kids dress up for Halloween and people don't celebrate Christmas, and it's racist if you celebrate July 4th, and it's racist if you celebrate Thanksgiving. And you know what? If you don't want to celebrate something, nobody's forcing you to celebrate it. But just because you don't like something, I hate asparagus. Does that mean that all asparagus lovers should not have asparagus? I can't stand kale. I think it's disgusting. And does that mean that all you people that eat kale, or all the people that eat kale, or all the vegetarians all shouldn't have it? No, eat as much as you want. I just don't like it, so I won't eat it. And so I just wish that people in our country would live and let live. Maybe I'm a libertarian. I don't know. I just thought about that, because that's pretty much a libertarian, and that's what our country pretty much was founded on, was you do your thing. As long as it's not hurting me, I'll do my thing. But hurting me doesn't mean that you need to be my protector in life. You don't need to tell me and be my protector in life. I'm a grown adult, you're a grown adult. If you want to eat kale, you eat kale. If I want to eat Frosted Flakes, let me eat Frosted Flakes. I mean, give me Frosted Flakes or give me death. Actually, if I ate Frosted Flakes as a diabetic, I'd probably die a little sooner. But you know what? I'd be a heck of a lot happier eating Frosted Flakes and then dying than living another 2 years eating nothing but kale. No offense to those who make kale. Anyway, just wanted to put something out there. I said I'm getting old, and I'm just need to vent sometimes. All right, thanks guys. Like I said, you'll see a whole bunch of car videos from where we're going today. You just saw a whole bunch from Daytona. I really appreciate you all liking this stuff. I appreciate you guys. If you like the channel, please subscribe to it. Hit a like button, put down a comment if you want, and I appreciate y'all.